Oh my God, I just totally got catfished. He looks absolutely nothing like his picture.
So I found out the guy that I've been dating is married with kids. His wife just reached out to me.
Welcome to the Meat Market. The single scene is a slaughterhouse, and we are here to devour it. We are your hosts. I'm Lindsay.
I'm Jess.
And today's sizzling single is Alexis. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Alexis.
So you are a waitress at a strip club. Oh, the stories you must have.
So, I have some juicy ones. So not from my current club that I work at, but the first one I ever worked at, it was just run so crazy. They end up eventually losing the club, but that's another story. But some of the craziest stories that I've seen or experienced, I was leaving work one day and there's a dancer giving a lap dance to a guy, and then a girl was getting walked out, and they must have had some kind of drama, because as she was walking out and the girl was bent over giving a dance, she pulls her hair and throws her to the ground while the guy's just on the chair like, oh my God, wait, like, what's going on? Like, do I have to pay for this? Like, is this a setup? Yeah, it was crazy. So I was like, oh shit, and I was just waitressing, and I was like, oh my God. And this was like during the day. And another story, different girls, similar situation. There was a girl like dancing on the stage, and then a girl walked by, another dancer. And as the girl walked by, the one on stage grabbed her wig and snatched it off in front of everybody. Yeah,
I bet she was mortified.
Yeah, she was mortified. And then she was just like, and I've never seen a girl pounce up into a stage. Like, it was like superhero strength. Like, when she just like leaped on stage, and then they were brawling on the stage. Going like this. And everyone just watching like, oh, fuck. Like, so, and like, then the bouncer would like jump in and grab them both, throw them into the locker room.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
because he was like, take this out of here. And everyone was just like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, it was the craziest thing.
I feel like that's the worst thing you can do to a woman in public is take off the wig, right?
Absolutely.
So what do all these strippers fight about? Is it over clients?
I don't know. It must have been, but I was like new to waitressing at the club, so I was young. I didn't like have friends yet, but yeah, I was like, there must be something with clients, or like, yeah, maybe they're dating
Something
the same
money.
guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
someone messed with somebody's money, and like that's
Get your
a big
hands off my man,
no-go.
he's my client.
Yeah, exactly. He's mine. And then there was one other time when I was working during the day, and there was only one customer just sitting out in the audience, and the girl was dancing on the stage, and then she swings so far that her stiletto flies, and it literally went right past him. Like, it was a miracle that it didn't hit him in the eye. It was literally this close, and he was just sitting there like minding his business. Like, you could tell he was not supposed to be there for his lunch break, and the stiletto went phew, like full speed, and then he just, before I could even be like, oh my God, are you okay? He just got up and left, and I never saw him again. Like, I think he was like, this is my sign that I need to not be here. Like, my family will know.
How would you feel like to go to a strip club and to walk in and you're the only person there?
Is that kind of awkward?
Wouldn't that be weird?
Yeah, I mean, I've experienced that when guys would come in and they're like, oh, okay. We're like, oh, come on, stay. Like, we've been waiting for you. And they're like, oh, no, I'm good. Like, they think it's like an intervention, and they like turn around so fast.
It might be good because you get all the attention, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you're also expected that, like, what if you don't like the dancer
that's
and you
true.
and you would prefer not to tip the dancer, but when you're the only person in there,
all eyes on you.
it's like then you sort of have to because
That's true.
right?
Yeah, it's
I
true.
don't know. It would
a
be
lot
weird.
of guys just end up leaving, or they'll be like, where's everybody? I'm like, oh, we got lots of girls working. No big deal. And he's like, no. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know you were here to see the other guys. Like, you can just wait. Like, they'll come in, and then they get kind of uncomfortable, but they usually just leave. They see the only one, and they're like, this is a setup. Like, they just turn around without even like asking questions.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you get hit on a lot
I was
as a
just
waitress?
gonna ask that.
I mean, yeah, I
the
do sometimes, but my line is like, when guys are hitting on me, they're like, oh, you're the hottest girl here. I'm like, oh, it's because I bring you gifts, because I bring beer and like alcohol, you know. But yeah, they hit on me, but I think it's just like, I don't know. Maybe just because they see me the most, or it's a like taboo of like, oh, she's the one I can't have.
Yeah.
So I like her.
Or it's just like the atmosphere of being in.
The feeling flirty. Yeah, they want to hit on everybody. I'm sure they say it to everybody, but
yeah,
I get hit on sometimes, yeah.
Why did you choose to waitress and not strip?
Well, I started out waitressing when I was like 20 years old, and I was still really shy. I was honestly so shy before I got that job, and it helped me not be as shy. I think it was like the dim lighting mixed with just like all the compliments and this being surrounded by other beautiful women, and they're all like naked, so it's like less pressure on me, you know. Like, no one's
also,
looking at me as much.
Why choose waitressing at a strip club versus waitressing at a restaurant?
Oh, I bet the money's way
money's
better.
so much better. Yeah, it's so much
okay.
faster. Like,
Okay.
you know, you get tipped for just being pretty or for waters or just walking by and checking on them, like referring girls to people, like, yeah, the money's turnover is so much faster, and you don't have to do all that stinky side work. Like,
Oh, that's true.
Like dishes.
Yeah, like dishes
Roll
or
ups.
silverware.
Yeah.
Yeah, like mopping the floors. Like, I used to work at a Mexican restaurant and I had to do all that side work where I wouldn't want to do anything after work. I'd get out at like 11, but I just want to go home because I smell like food, and it was just not good. And we had to do so much side work that my back would be aching. And I'm like,
So
this
is
is
there
not
no
right.
side work at the strip club? You just show up, serve, and then that's it?
Yeah, we just
How
wipe down the
nice.
tables. So like that's easy. Wipe down the tables and then just put the chairs nicely neat, and then just count your money, and that's it. So it's great.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Very low.
Count your dollar
Low
bills. Ching,
That's
ching,
right.
ring, ring.
Count my credit card tips. Do all that stuff. It's fun.
Does it make dating hard though? Do
Oh, yeah.
guys get upset?
Yeah,
Really? Even
absolutely.
with just waitressing at a strip club?
Even with just waitressing, because I feel like unless they know, like unless that they know someone in the industry or I've been there, they think they just assume what they see in like movies of strip clubs, or they don't know of like strip clubs in say like Mexico or other foreign countries where you can do anything you want for the right amount of money. And I'm like, that's not how it is. And just because I work in one doesn't mean that I'm like doing all that stuff that you see in the movies. And
I mean, really, essentially, what's different than working as a waitress at a strip club or working at the W, where you're wearing a bikini and serving in a
exactly.
bikini,
Yeah.
a bottle girl there, right? It's kind of this comparable.
yeah, I think it's the same. I don't know, but also I've noticed like even guys that have been fine with it in the beginning, like while we're dating, over time, I think they get insecure, either because they find out maybe I make more money than them when I have to do way less work, or they just assume like, you know, if you're around other guys all the time that like have a lot of money and have more confidence, that might try to swoop you away from me type thing.
Well, and the hours are hard too.
Yeah,
You
totally.
know,
Yeah.
you have to kind of date someone who works similar hours to you, probably.
Yeah, it's true. Cause
Do you
yeah,
work
I
most nights?
Yeah, I work the weekends too, Friday and Saturday nights and Wednesday nights. But yeah, the weekends make it hard because that's when most people like want to go out and do something. And I'm like, oh, I work every weekend, but we can hang out Sunday or Thursday or Monday. But
Are you allowed
sometimes
to
it just work.
disclose what club you work at?
I don't think I should.
No,
just in
okay,
case.
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, but this one's good. But the other ones were like this one's like run by the right people and they pay a lot of attention, and like
Oh, good.
girls can't gossip about each other. Like they keep it very like high, like which is like a high pedestal. So, but the other clubs I've worked at, they would just let anything go.
I feel like that's important in a
Yeah.
strip club to take care of the girls, you know,
Yeah.
put them as a priority, make them feel safe and comfortable. Question, is it like, can you say the word stripper now, or is that derogatory? Do they prefer to be called dancers?
Maybe, I mean, customers always say strippers, but I just say like entertainers or
Entertainers?
dancers.
Okay, that's like the...
But like then I say I work at a strip club, so it's like the same thing. But yeah, I think they don't mind.
But they're stripping.
Yeah,
I never knew if that was offensive to them, saying that, calling them a stripper.
Yeah, same. I never know
don't
either, but I
know.
know the girls, I'm sure, refer to themselves as that too. I think it's just the way they say it.
Also, a
People
lot
say
of
it.
them don't dance. They just kind of like walk back and forth.
True.
And take their clothes off.
That's actually
just-
true.
You know what I mean? So then if they're not dancing, can you call them a dancer?
Yeah, that's right. They're strip
That is
teasing.
hilarious.
Yeah, they strut.
know.
Some girls too just sit there and they'll be talking to customers for
Yeah. I feel like it's a
with the lap
variety.
dances. Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you're not even dancing and you're making so much money. Like, how are they okay with it? But like, they're fine. Yeah.
So when you do meet a guy, do you tell him right off the bat what you do?
No, I usually just say right off the bat, I'm like, okay, I bartend or I waitress at a club or a bar.
That makes sense.
I waitress at a bar. I work at a bar on the weekends. Like, I'll say that. And then when I get to know them more, then I'll eventually tell them. But I want to, like, I don't know, get to know them first in case it doesn't work out or in case they end up being crazy. And I'm like, great, now they know where I work.
yeah.
They might show up or be weird or...
And I feel like it's got
know
to
that
take a
about
very
me.
secure, confident man to be able to date you, because a strip club, it is all men, right?
Yeah.
Essentially, mostly men that go there to see pretty women and flirt with pretty women. So I can imagine a lot of men would be jealous and insecure.
Yeah, I feel like they get jealous, yeah.
How do you meet guys that you date? Are you on the apps?
I was on the apps, but I ended up deleting them because it's just like just red flag after red flag. Yeah, so I was on the apps, and like every once in a while I'll go on the apps because I'm like, where else can I meet guys? And like I'll go places by myself, like karaoke bars or concerts, and like guys will approach me, but it's never the guy that I would usually go for on my own. But I like the confidence, so I'll give them a chance sometimes. But then they end up hurting me, and I'm like, great, I lowered my standards for you, and this is how you treat me.
Aww.
But I don't know. But yeah, I was on the apps for a while.
What is your type?
So I like all kinds of guys, really. There's no specific type, but I do like musicians, and I like handyman type of guys, or just like really confident men. I like the confidence ones that like take the lead or will like, set things up. Like if we're at somewhere, like they'll do the talking, like, trying to get like a reservation or something. I don't have to be the one to be like, oh, table for two. Like I don't want him to do that. And I feel like as small of a like detail that is, I feel like not a lot of people do that anymore. And I feel like I have to be the dominating one.
A leader, yeah.
Yeah. And then it makes things kind of weird. But yeah, those are my type. But I like physically all types of guys.
Do you sing? Is that why you like to go to karaoke bars?
Yeah, but I'm not like a really amazing singer, but I like to perform, and I like attention. So I'll be like, okay, like I'll make it like a big show, and I'll scream, and I have a lot of fun doing karaoke. And that's like after I go by myself somewhere, I'll do karaoke, and then I'll perform, and then afterwards I'll be like, okay, now people want to be my friend, or they want to get to know me, or give me a compliment.
Oh, that's awesome. What is your go-to karaoke song?
So my favorite one, it's Puddle of Mud, She Hates Me. That one's my favorite.
Oh my God.
I'll be like, she fucking hates me. La, 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 la. And then I dance. Yeah, and then I get on my knees, and I...
Oh my God,
that's awesome.
That's my favorite.
Where do you sing karaoke? I want to go.
Yeah, I should. Last time I went, there's like 3 people recording me, and I'm like, oh my God, am I going to go viral? But like, it didn't happen. I didn't see it. No one tagged me. But I like Grapevine because they do it every night. It's in Scottsdale.
Grapevine is a
every
great
night.
karaoke place.
Yeah, on like Monday nights, I like this bar called Easy Tiger. It's in Glendale, really cute. They do fun like theme nights too, or I like Rips. That one's in downtown Phoenix. Well, not downtown, but Phoenix, and they do Sunday and Mondays.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so it depends on what day of the week it is. And I'm like, okay, I'll go then.
You know the karaoke schedule all across the valley.
Yeah, basically. Every night. Yeah, I do. There's even this bar called Boycott. It's a lesbian bar. They do it on Sundays too.
Oh, fun.
So I'll jump around to all of them. Just when everyone has like the shortest line so I can get up there. Waste no time.
I love it. So you describe yourself as a tooth collector?
Oh, yeah, I collect teeth.
Like what kind of teeth?
So human teeth. I have some animal teeth too that I've been gifted. It's all been gifted to me. Well, besides, it started with my own wisdom teeth. Because if you ask for them, they'll give them to you. For a lot of people, I feel like don't think to ask. But I just think teeth are so fascinating, or everyone has different teeth. I don't know. I just find that so amazing, and like you only have so many, so I feel like they should be worth as much as gold in my opinion.
That's so funny because I lost my last baby tooth recently, like a year and a half ago.
What?
Really?
Yeah. And I asked my dentist if I could have it because I asked my niece in front of my mom if the tooth fairy will still come to me even though I'm an adult, but it's still a baby tooth. And my niece said yes. And so I was like, Mom, did you hear that? The tooth fairy is still going to come to me as an adult. And my mom was like, the tooth has to be under your pillow for the tooth fairy to come though.
True.
And so I asked my dentist, I was like, listen, I need to take this tooth home because I need the tooth fairy to come.
And they gave it to you?
And he wouldn't give it to me.
What? No, but it's out of your body. I feel like you have to.
No, he wouldn't give it to me.
Why?
I took a picture of it. I don't know.
Like, I wonder what their logic behind that is.
I think it's because it wasn't, I don't know if it was because like he couldn't sterilize it and send it. I don't know. But he told me that he couldn't give it to me. But he let me take a picture of it, and the tooth fairy did still.
Good. You just like print out the picture and put it under your pillow. Like it was here.
I just sent a picture to the group chat, and I was like, also, by the way, your granddaughter told me that the tooth fairy would be visiting me.
Yeah. I'm ready to collect.
Funny.
Yeah.
I'm ready to collect. Exactly.
I would have loved to try to buy that baby tooth off you for more than the tooth fairy gave you.
My God.
I don't have a baby tooth in my collection. No.
You don't?
No.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, that's one thing I'm missing.
It was like perfectly shaped too, because what had happened was one of the roots died finally, like after all these years. So what he did was he numbed me and literally went in with a pliers and just twisted it and pulled it right out. So it was fully intact, like perfect shape with the one roots that was still there. Like, It was a really cute. I'll show you a picture.
Yeah, I want to see it. I wonder if it would have been in there forever if they just never pulled it out.
Well, so the problem is that root that died, it started to abscess where the root was, and then it was at like a risk of like eating away at my jawbone. So
oh my God.
it had to come out. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So you do taxidermy as well?
Yeah, I do small animal taxidermy for fun.
So where do you get the animals from?
So I've been in classes and they supply the animals, but they're all like animals that die from natural causes, and they're considered like pest animals. Like I've done like rats and hamsters and bunnies, starlings. So it's all just those type of animals. Like they provide them. But if I really wanted to just do it on my own, I could just go to PetSmart and get a frozen rat or mouse that you'd feed a snake. They're already pre-frozen. That's like the first step to doing taxidermy. So you gotta freeze them.
Take us through the process. So you have this animal.
Yeah, so I have this animal. And all the animals I've done so far, it's been the same kind of process, but you cut them along the chest, give them a little incision, and then you can kind of use your little blade to kind of peel, and you can kind of see where it goes. It's almost like with your fingers when you go like this and it looks like lighter, you just kind of know where to go. Kind of peel along, and then all the skin and flesh will be like hanging off with all the insides. And at that point, that's when you like break the insides from it. So it's not as messy as you might think. Like when I first got into it, it was to get over my fear of blood, like in movies when people get stabbed. But there's really not that much blood, but I ended up really liking it. So you do that, and you break the body off, and then you would crack the skull, because you peel it all the way up, even up to the head. So the skin is like all the way up here, and then you break this half the skull off. You got to scoop out the brains, scoop out the eyes. Yeah. You make a little clay ball to put in the head as like for the new half a skull. You got to clean it a bunch too in the process. And then you take the body, I'd trace it on like paper so I know how big to make the little fake body of string and stuff. And then you do that. And then you just kind of make the body, and then you put the skin over it, and then you sew it like with a needle and thread.
Wow. So what do you stuff it with? What goes inside?
So I forgot the name exactly, but it's like a hemp hay.
Oh, it's like a
type
material.
Stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a hemp straw hay.
Okay.
But you can like crush it into balls, and it gets harder. Just got to keep adding to it and make it really strong. And then you can use string, like the thread from the needle and thread, and kind of tie it, make it tighter. Then you put the skin on and then kind of sew it. So mine's a little wonky. It's not like quite there yet to sell, but
Wow.
I have a few pieces that I've made.
Is there a market for taxidermy,
Yes.
like rats and stuff?
Yes. Yeah.
There is?
Especially if you make them like do cute things. Like I saw videos going viral. A lot of people would tag me in them, and it's like they'll be like stripper rats, or like, like it'll be on a pole and the tail will be wrapped around the pole, or it'll be like
funny.
making a cute pose and have like little costumes on.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Or you can do like, what I wanted to do is make rats and like mice of like my friends and people. Like say if a friend's getting married, I can make it like her and her husband as little mice, like next to each other, give them like the same hairstyle.
Oh my God,
little
that's
outfits.
so funny.
Yeah, I think that would be fun.
That
And
is
make a unique
hilarious.
gift.
Cute.
So
Yeah.
tell me about your YouTube. It's so interesting to me. So you have these videos. Tell us
Oh,
about that.
God.
Like what inspired that?
Speaking of rats dancing on.
Yeah, exactly. All my entertaining stuff. Oh my God, my YouTube videos. Okay, so I was on a trip, and I had this like just a dream that I was like, oh my God, like I could make comedy Barbie videos.
A trip
with my face.
A trip like a vacation,
Yeah,
or a trip
vacation.
like psychedelics?
You would think psychedelic, but no, it was just a trip, a regular trip.
Okay.
I was like on a long vacation with my friends, and I was trying to sleep, and I'm like, you know what? I should make like funny Barbie videos, but use my face on the Barbie. So it's like my story. And so when I got back to the U.S., I went to like Walgreens, and I printed off different expressions of me, like extreme expressions, and I cut them out so they fit the Barbie face. And I bought all the Barbie furniture and like some friends for my Barbie, and like made like little comedy skits. And like I'm a one and done type person. I don't like know how to edit the videos, so a lot of them are like pretty choppy, and you can see like the clear string. Yeah, and you can see my hand in some of them because I was like, how do I make it move without doing like stop motion? Because that would take a lot more time and work. So I just tied it to like a clear string, and it's like bouncing, so it's like going like this. But I'm like, here she is. And like I'll put them in a car and move them. But it was just like comedy videos that I made, I think in like 2018 or 2017. So I haven't made any in a few years, but I do have a video footage of one video. I just need a voiceover. But I went to Alaska, and I had a boyfriend at the time. He took me there for a birthday trip. So I'm like, I'll bring my Barbies. Like, I'll make a cute video because it'll be all the scenes and like all the nature. It could be like a way cool one. And I was bringing it on like the hike, making like quick skits of the video. And he was like giving me such a hard time. He's like, are we going to be doing this the whole time? And that's when I knew, like, it was not going to last with him. And I'm like, yes, this is my birthday trip. Like, don't you want to do what I want to do? Like, this is what I want to do. You can keep going if you want. Like, you can leave me. Like, we're just taking this hike. But, yeah, at that moment is when I knew it wasn't going to last with him. So that was the last trip.
He didn't support your Barbie videos.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, when hilarious. I make it big, you're going to wish you supported me. Right? Yeah, but I still need to do that one with the voiceover. So there's a Ken in there, too, and it's like, so dramatic.
Oh, that's funny.
But
what are some of your other non-negotiables when it comes to dating with guys?
Deal breakers.
Or deal breakers, yeah.
Let's see. Deal breakers. I don't know. I just feel like if they're rude to servers or other, like if I introduce them to any of my friends and they're rude, I don't like that. They're rude to people. I don't like that. If they try to like judge the way I dress, I don't like that. Like I like to dress very like, just like very like out there and just like wear fun things, or sometimes I'll wear like crop tops and short shorts, whatever. But if they judge me on that, then it's not gonna work out. Cause then I'm like, okay, you're insecure. I'm not gonna dull my shine for you because you can't handle it. I guess they have to have a car and a house. I know that's very bottom, but you'd be surprised, actually. Like, yeah.
Especially dating on the apps.
Yes.
If you're on the apps, I've heard, yes.
Yeah, I have one story where a guy was living in a hotel, and I'm like, wait, yeah.
What?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, I have a story about that. But, yeah, he's living in a hotel. He's like, oh, did I tell you about my living situation? I'm like, no, you forgot to mention that. I thought you lived in Scottsdale. Yeah, it was like the extended in, and I'm like, oh, okay. No wonder you, like, were just all about me. Like, the first couple times we hung out and you were at my house when I invited you over for hours and we had this mind-blowing time. Oh, it's because you wanted a place to live.
It's because he was a homosexual.
Yeah, he was a homosexual. He was like, oh, this girl has a house? Oh, my God, she has an extra bed? Oh, perfect. Like, I'm going to lay it down so maybe I can move in. And, like, I was like, oh, I see now. I know what you're up to. Yeah.
Dang.
That was crazy.
Do you have any other disastrous date stories or crazy date stories?
So many.
Tell us some.
Okay, so I'll tell you about this guy that I was just telling you about, the one who lived in a hotel. So I matched with him, his picture on the dating app. It's him like with his like doctor scrubs on, like a little doctor hat. I'm like, ooh, okay. And he's like 39. I'm 35. He's handsome. He's tall. He's from like Texas. So I'm like, oh, maybe he's got those like Texas values. I don't know. It seems like a manly man. It was around Halloween, so I'm like, oh, let's go to a pumpkin patch or something cute like that. So we did, and it was really fun, and we kissed, and it was really good. And I'm like, okay, this guy could be it. Like, we had a really good time. He's a gentleman, got food, did this and that. And then afterwards went to karaoke, and he was supportive, and he was like screaming for me and cheering me on. Aww. I was like, okay, this is good. He even did karaoke, and you can tell he's not good at it, but he did it for me. Like, the words were just too fast for him, but he was still like stayed through the whole thing, which I thought was cool. And I'm like, okay. And then we went back to my place. This was actually the second date, but went back to my place. And that's when we hung out until like 5 a.m, and we were having like deep talks and everything was good. And he's like, oh, when can I see you again? So we made plans to hang out a few days later. And that's when he told me like, oh, by the way, like, did I tell you my living situation? Like, after we had dinner, because we were on his side of town this time. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to his place. I'm gonna see how he lives, you know, this and that. And he's like, oh, did I tell you my living situation? And I was like, no, you didn't. And my first thought was like, okay, he lives with his ex, or like, we're separated, but we're still live together, or like, you know, still married or whatever. Then he's like, no, I live at the hotel like up the street. It's an extended stay. I was living with my girlfriend. Then we broke up and this and that. And like he was giving me all these excuses. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, so do you want to like come over? And normally I'd be like, that's terrifying, no. But I'll do a lot of things for the plot. So I'm like, I need to see how, like, what this hotel situation is. I need to investigate further. So I'm like, yeah. Like, is it close by? Like, let's go. And I texted my friend, like, okay, just follow my location just in case. And then, so we go to his hotel. And then he also has, like, a medium-sized dog, which I thought was weird that he had that in the hotel. So part of me was like, did you just break up with your girlfriend? And you, like, had to get out. You got kicked out right away. And I don't know, you took the dog. But we were in his hotel, and it was like a very small hotel room with, there's a little kitchen, like a stove. There was like a thing of pasta there. I was looking around, the closet was open. It was an open closet, and there's only like 4 shirts there. I didn't see any like work clothes, like scrubs or whatever. So I'm like, oh, interesting. Like, I think I would see that. I go into the bathroom. I just see like one big tub of just like random bathroom products and things. So I'm like, he might have just got like kicked out or is just like traveling through, because he said he's like a nurse and like he wants to do more of like traveling nurse stuff. Like that's what he's doing. He's not sure where, you know, the world's going to take him type thing. So I go to the bathroom and I see all that and I'm like, okay, like I wonder what's the situation here. I feel like he just got kicked out because he just has 4 shirts.
Or they just got in a fight.
Yeah,
and
they
he
just
like
got in a
left.
fight.
He just like left for the weekend.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
plans to go back or something.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that too. Like they got in a fight and he wants to go like see what's out there. So then I come back out. We're just like sitting on his bed and he's like, well, like since now you've seen my place, like there's something else I want to tell you. And I'm like, okay. Like he already felt vulnerable with me that I like accepted that part of him. So I'm like, oh yeah, what do you want to tell me? And he's like, because he was 39, right? He was about to turn 40. And when we were at karaoke, I asked him, like, so how does it feel that you're about to be 40, like this milestone? He's like, oh, yeah, it's exciting. But he's like, yeah, you asked me that day at karaoke, how does it feel to be 40? And I actually want to come clean that I'm actually not going to be 40. I'm actually going to be 45. But I lied about my age because the girls I want to match with on the app have their age ranges set to specific numbers. And the girls I want to match with wouldn't match with me if I was put that I was 45. And I'm like, oh, okay. So he's just like, not just telling me he lied, but he lied to like trick other women young enough that they won't match with someone that's 45. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, oh, what's your age range set to? I just started asking him more questions. And he's like, it's set to from 25 to 36. And I'm just like thinking, okay, that's a lie. And I'm like, and also like, oh, goody, so lucky that I got 6 months before I meet your deadline. Like, joy. God. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, well, what was your dating range set to? And I didn't lie. I was like, honestly, 35 to 100. Like, I'm not going to match with a 100-year-old. But, like, I don't know. It's just funny to see. But anyway, I said, and he was like, oh, my God. And then I was like, so what's the youngest girl that you've ever dated? I started asking him more questions. And he's like, well, she's really mature. And I didn't meet her on an app. I met her at country dancing. And she's 20, but she doesn't party. And she's going to go to school. And I'm like, yeah, she can't party because she can't get in. Like, that's why. But I was just like, oh, okay. And he's like, but she's very mature for her age and this and that. And I'm just like, okay, so you want to match with 20-year-olds or maybe freshly 21-year-olds because you're right in Old Town at a hotel. Like, you probably picked that location on purpose. I get it. But I'm like, okay. So then he was telling me all that. And then so I started asking him more questions. I'm like, so, like, have you ever been married? Are you married? And he's like, no, I had never been married, this and that. And, yeah, so after that, I was like, okay, well, like, it's getting late. I'm going to go home. Like, I'm glad you, like, opened up to me. Thanks for all that. Like, it was great. And then I leave, and then he's, like, walking his dog. He doesn't bring, like, another red flag. He doesn't bring, like, any poop bags when he's walking his dog. I'm like, oh, so you're just planning your dog to just leave its droppings out at the hotel? Like, what the hell? Yeah, so I'm like, okay. So I left, and I was like, okay, I'm never going to see that guy again. I know that, but, like, I can't wait to, like, look him up later and see what else he's lying about. So the next day I get to work, and one of my friends has an app where you can, like, search someone's phone number or their name, and they'll find out their information. So I was like, hey, listen, this is a story. This is what he told me. He already told me he lied about his age. And, like, now that I'm thinking, and, like, I didn't see any scrubs at his place. Another thing I noticed is he always paid cash for everything. And I'm like, if you have, like, a medical job, I feel like, you know, at least with me, I make cash, so I spend cash. But I'm like, oh, do you have cash? Like, do you share a bank account with somebody?
Yeah, like he should have a bank account of some sort,
Yeah,
like a card.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, you don't use a card. Like, what are you trying to hide? You probably share an account with a wife, or you just want to be undercover. So we look him up, and I just can't wait. So we look him up. This guy has a whole different name. He said his name was James. His name is Zachary. He is going to be 45, so he told the truth about that. But then it said that he hasn't had a job since 2011. So I'm like, what have you been doing for money all these years?
Oh my God.
And he told me he's from Texas. There's all these past addresses of Utah, like a bunch. So I'm like, okay, he's like jumping around places, like maybe month to month, or like just living with girlfriends maybe, or whoever. So he had all this place in Utah past addresses, no one in Texas. Yeah, different name. And it also said that he only completed 1 year of like community college in like 2017. So I'm like, he's not a doctor. He's probably wearing a Halloween costume.
God.
Yeah, but it was, I guess, honestly,
Fail.
yeah, and it worked. Like, it caught my attention. So I'm like, oh, this guy has a good job. Or like, ooh, like maybe he could take care of me. And I'm like, oh, nope. He wants me to take care of him.
Seriously.
Yeah, and then he was like, I never want to see him again, and I just didn't say anything. And he kept trying to hang out, and I just didn't answer. So I'm ghosting him. And then he texted me this huge text about how I'm a piece of shit. I'm a low-life piece of shit for ghosting him, and how dare I get deep and intimate with him when I had intentions of never talking to him again. I'm like, excuse me, like, you lied about this one major thing. I didn't even tell him. I looked him up and saw the other lies. But I'm like, it just makes me think, what else are you lying about? Mm-hmm. And he told me you're like way younger girls, so like, good luck, like, do your thing, don't worry about me. And then he was like bitching me out. Yeah.
And block.
Yeah, I blocked him.
Have you ever walked out mid-date?
Yeah. This was like near the end of the day, actually, but it was so empowering, let me tell you. So yeah, this was from a different dating app years prior. See, I'll download them for like a couple weeks, and then I'll just like meet all these liars, or just like scary, not scary, but like just those what the fuck stories. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna delete this for like my own mental health. But this guy I left mid-date. He was from a different dating app, and I was just bored that day. I didn't have anything to do. So I was like, okay, like, he was in my matches. So I like hit him up. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? Like, let's hang out. Maybe I should have FaceTimed him first, because we met up like near his side of town, which normally I wouldn't do, but it was like a karaoke dive bar. And I'm like, okay, that sounds fun. So I met up with him there. And before we even met up, he was like asking me if I wanted to do Molly or do this and do that. And I'm like, probably not, but like, whatever. So
Weird thing to ask someone that you haven't met yet.
Exactly. I was like,
by the way.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh, like, probably not, but like, I'm down to meet up with you anyway. And then so I go to the dive bar with him, but he ends up showing up like an hour late. And normally I would just left by then, but I was having so much fun because it was a karaoke dive bar. And as soon as I got there, there was just all these like barflies hanging out, and they were like buying me drinks off the bat because they saw me sitting there by myself, and they're like, oh, can I buy you a drink? So I was just getting buzzed, and then we were doing karaoke. I was watching them. I did some songs. They were watching me. It was great. And then he finally shows up like all frantic, like, oh, I'm almost there. I had to dry my shirt, or I had to do this and that. And I'm like, okay, so you're bad with timing. Like, I already know I'm not going to see you again because you're an hour late, but I'm having fun with my new friends. So he shows up. His hair's like still wet. He looks all frantic. He doesn't look anything like his pictures. And this guy's only a few years older than me, but he looked like a whole different guy. Different hair, different body type. Like, that was probably him once upon a time, but
Like,
not over the last
now.
few. Yeah, he was catfishing me. And I was like, okay, like, whatever. Like, I'm having fun. So he's like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. You're the hottest girl I've seen since my ex. I'm like, okay. And he kept bringing up his ex.
No.
Yeah, he was like, you probably have so many Instagram followers. Are you like Insta famous? And I'm like, no, I have like 2,000. And I'm like, why do you? And then he's like, yeah, look at mine. And like, he didn't have that many followers, but his first picture, like his recent post, was that picture on his dating app. And I'm like, let me see that real quick. I open it. I'm like, when was this taken? When did you upload this? Right? Because it's not new. And I met up with him. I think it was like 2022. This picture was from 2016. I'm like, that's what I thought. I'm like, you should update your pictures.
Yeah.
Like, that is not you, honey.
Almost a decade old.
Yeah, I was like, that doesn't look like you, right? Like, you have a whole different hairstyle, everything. And then he's like, oh yeah, like, I just really felt good at that time. And then he started telling me, like, I don't even know if I could say this, all the times he tried to himself. I was like, oh, And then he's like telling me, and then he's like telling me how he has 5 cats.
Oh my
and
goodness.
how his brother is more successful than him, and how the day when he saw his dad for the last time, because his dad had a whole double life, like he was just like trauma dumping me, and I was just like, oh, and then he was just like, if you want to come over after this, like we can go swimming, like I have like a lot of old clothes that were my ex's, like you could wear her stuff. I'm like, no, like where's his ex? Yeah. He's like, I have clothes.
Creepy.
You can borrow one of the bathing suits and you can actually just keep it.
Ew, no.
And I'm like, how long were you dating your ex? Because he would bring up her a bunch. Like you can tell he was just like bitter. And he's like, we dated for 13 years. But you can tell it was like when they were in high school. Because he even asked me like, so do you feel like you peaked in high school? And I'm like, no, I feel like I'm constantly getting better and better. Like I was shy and awkward in high school. Like you're probably still stuck in high school. So that's when you had a serious girlfriend. Yeah, but anyway, near the end of the date, when it was like getting time to pay, he also asked like what I do for work and if I do well there. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I do well. Like I have, everything I have, I own. And then near the end of the date, he's like, oh my God, I'm such a loser and an idiot. I forgot my wallet. And I'm like, oh no.
God.
And then I'm like, oh, you did? Like, no way. And he's like, yeah, you probably just think I'm a liar. Oh my God, I'm so dumb. And I'm like, well, do you have do you have tap pay on your phone? Do you have Apple Pay? Do you have Venmo? No, I don't have any of that on my phone. You're going to think I'm so dumb. I'm like, I know you're lying.
Yes.
I know you're lying.
For sure.
And then at that point I had like a few shots and I'm like, I know you're lying. And he's like, oh, you probably think I'm such a liar and so stupid. Like, but you got this right. And I'm like, because he knew I was never going to see him again. And I was like, I can't believe you. Like, there's no way you don't have tap pay or even Venmo. And he's like, it's okay. Like, if I think I'm so stupid, you can just leave if you want. You don't have to see me again. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I just literally left because I never had to put a card down. The guys were buying me drinks as the moment I got there. So I'm like, this guy probably has this whole like plan in his head where he shows up late, assuming the girl would already put a card down because she's waiting. She wants to have a drink. And then like he can just drink on her tab. And then it's like, I have to pay it because my card's on file, but they never asked me. So I just left and I got my card and I was like, oh my God, yes. And I walked out like calmly, like if I was maybe gonna come back. And then I just left and then drove to the gas station around the corner. And luckily he lived like close to like where my dad lived, but I went over there and I parked and I'm like, okay, we'll see what happens. And he starts calling me. And he's like, oh my God, I can't believe you really left me. Like, come back. Like, you're so funny. Come back. And I'm like, why would I come back? Like, you literally are expecting me to pay. You told me to leave. Like,
why do guys do that? I recently had somebody that I met on vacation.
Yeah.
And so we exchanged numbers and I had sort of expressed like, I'm just sort of going with the flow. Like, I don't know if it's going to work to hang out, blah, blah, blah. And he was so pushy and just kept sending like text after text after text. And then it would take me a while to respond because I was busy.
Yeah.
And then at one point he was like, I know I'm texting you a lot. He's like, you can block me if you want. And so I was like, okay, done. Block.
Yeah.
Like, what?
You're like, I was getting there, but thank you for the verification.
So it's like, why say you can leave, and then when you leave,
then
why
did you left?
Why did you leave?
Yeah, it's some kind of manipulation tactic. Like they're like,
so weird.
You wouldn't leave. Like, no, I'm definitely leaving, bro. Like, why would I come back? Like, I have nothing to do with you. Yeah, and then I left him, and then he's like, come back, seriously. And then I'm like, so I'm like, yeah, sure. And I just never came back. And he's like, I knew you left because the other guys that were buying you drinks were like, dude, she left you. Like, you fucked up. Like, she was out of your league. You fucked up. You're never going to get someone like her. Like, she left you. And then he's like, no way. And then I did. And then the next day, he tried to text me like, I think you're the one for me. I deleted my dating app. Yeah, I was like,
oh my God.
When can I see you again? Like, you're so special. Like,
Ew.
You're the hottest girl since my ex. I'm like, okay, like, that's not a compliment. And I'm like, where's her body hidden? But he was just like, I really want to see you again. You're the one for me. I deleted the apps. And I'm like, okay, I know you didn't delete the app. One, because like literally 30 minutes ago, I screenshotted your profile to send it to my friends because I was telling them all the crazy shit that happened. They want to see what you looked like. So I know you did. And he's like, oh my God, you probably think I'm such an idiot. I forgot that one. Like, I'm so dumb. I'm like, okay, so you're just lying like left and right. And I'm like, he genuinely is in love with me, or he wants to kill me or seek revenge for leaving him at the bar. And I asked him like how he ended up paying that tab. And he's like, with the same currency that didn't work for you, my word.
Oh,
and
God.
I told the bartenders that you stole my wallet and ran off. And I'm like, wow.
Oh,
so
my God.
I call that bar and let them know.
Good. Speaking of which, are you ready for it?
I'm ready for it. The Keep More Minute, brought to you by Tactical Tax Strategies. They help you keep more in your wallet. We help you keep more in your relationship. All right, we have a listener. Well, a question. This is a long one. Hang on, it's a scenario. Let me find it. Okay, it says, hi, I need some advice about a situation. So I have been best friends with a girl for 10 years now, and I have had a crush on her for the past 5 years. I have never been on a date with her before and don't want to mess up our friendship over my feelings. I want to ask her out, but I don't know if I should or how I would if I did. She is kind of considered the weird girl at our school, and my family and other friends have thought that me liking her was weird. She isn't crazy or anything. She just isn't everybody's cup of tea. I see beyond her exterior and really know her better than anyone else does. Another thing is her parents are weird and I don't really like them. Me and her have been casually flirting for years and the feelings are obviously mutual. I think we're both scared to risk the friendship. I will take any and all advice.
So that's hard because I feel like when a guy that's just been my guy friend likes me, I feel like deep down you know when they like you more than a friend. So I'm sure maybe she knows that. Mm-hmm. Whether she's acting on it or not, I guess is kind of an answer on if she wants to do it or not, pursue it. But I get if she doesn't want to ruin the friendship too, because that's a major thing. But I mean, yeah, that's always a risk you got to take.
I think you just have to say. I think you just have to say it. But you also have to be willing to lose the friendship because once you try to be more than friends, I feel like if it doesn't work, you can't go back.
Yeah, exactly.
What if it does work? And what if you never try and then you'll never know?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And you're missing out on something potentially wonderful and amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just can't do anything evil to make them be like, you're dead to me forever. I never want to see you again.
The whole parents thing though, so they didn't like the parents.
He says her parents are a little weird and he doesn't really like them.
Yeah.
So they must be mean to him or
I wonder.
controlling or I don't know. Yeah, any of those is tough because if she has a good relationship with her parents, they're always gonna.
Yeah.
Their opinion's always gonna matter.
Mm-hmm. And that would suck to date someone that they don't like your parents. I couldn't do it personally because I'm very close to my family and I love hanging out with them. And if my significant other was bitching every time we went to hang out with them, it would I couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. It would make it hard. And then how would you have a future with them if the parents hate you?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
If there's issues.
But I think if he feels like she's flirting back, I think that they just need to
why not?
do it.
That's what I think too. Why just do it?
There's that saying, it's better to regret the things you've done rather than regret the things you haven't done, because then you'll never know. At least if you do it, you try it. If it doesn't work out, at least you know you tried.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
It's way worse to be like, oh, I should have done it. What was I thinking? Now she's married with kids,
Yeah,
So.
absolutely.
So I saw this TikTok video, and I don't know if it's true, but it was like the top 3 cars that you should never date a woman if she drives one of these 3 cars. It's like a huge red flag if they drive one of these cars. Have you seen this?
Car?
So number 3 was Honda. I'm like, what's wrong with a Honda? Number 2 was a Subaru. Subaru?
Well, probably because that's a lesbian car.
Oh, is it? I did not know
lesbian
that.
reputation.
Why?
Yeah, we gave my mom a hard time because my mom's now driven a Subaru for her last 3 cars have been Subarus. Mm-hmm. And when she first got one, we were laughing at her because we're like, Mom, that's a lesbian car. And she's like, not in Northwest Iowa. It's not. And my dad's like, they have a great warranty program.
That's hilarious. And number 1, can you guess what number 1 was? Jeep.
A Jeep?
A Jeep. Why is that a red flag?
Okay, so here's my issue with Jeeps. And don't come after me, Jeep people. I'm sorry, but there are a lot of people who make their Jeep their entire personality.
They do.
And why do they?
Fun colors.
Why do they do that?
And what's up with the ducks? Have you seen the duck thing?
What is that? That's what I feel like maybe is the red flags. It's like, oh, someone noticed you come out of the car. Like maybe a jealous boyfriend. If someone noticed you, they left a gift on your car. Are you cheating on me?
Maybe that's why. But I don't know. That's my ick.
It's true.
Jeeps.
People that drive Jeeps are obsessed with Jeeps, and they do make it their entire personality. That's a good thing. A good point.
That Jeep can run over curbs and medians and everything, so I get it.
Yeah, no, they're great. Like, they're great.
You can get out of any situation.
I have nothing against a Jeep, but like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Some Jeep people can be weird sometimes.
Yeah.
Agreed. So now it's time for the celebrity cup where we marinate in the juices of the celebrities. Did you see that Chinese influencer that had millions of followers? And she's beautiful, like perfect skin, hair, gorgeous. And she did a live stream and there was a glitch and the filter came off. And she's like very plain Jane, like not as beautiful as the filter. And she lost like millions of followers because of it. Can you imagine how mortified she must be?
It's basically the mask came off.
It's basically like being an AI.
Yeah. Seriously.
Exactly. But think of how she must have felt when she saw that her filter and her real face is exposed.
To all those
it's like
people.
those ladies that get their wigs pulled off.
Yeah, like the dancer got a wig pulled off. Yeah, absolutely. She's like, this is the real me.
But what's sad is that people unfollowed. That kind of makes me sad.
That's messed up.
Because of that.
They're probably like, she's a liar. Everything's a lie.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, if they unfollow her because she's a liar. But I hope people don't unfollow her because, oh, she's not pretty, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I think it's probably more, I would feel more like, oh, she's not who she's
a fake, a fraud.
Yeah.
So now it's time to get to know you with Zoyo, sponsored by Zoyo, your neighborhood yogurt. Rapid fire questions. What is your favorite body part on a man?
Chest hair.
What? Grr, baby. What should someone not do on a first date? Or where should someone not take you on a first date?
A drive-through restaurant.
Is watching porn considered cheating?
No.
Before you're intimate, is it appropriate to ask your date how many people they've been with?
No.
Is it acceptable to have sex on the first date?
Yes.
Should you disclose mental health issues early on in a relationship?
Yes.
And last but not least, what is your favorite sexual position and why?
I like getting pounded from behind.
Well, do you have any other questions? No? Well, thank you so much for joining us this week at the Meat Market. And thank you so much, Alexis. If you want to snag a date with Alexis, go to any of our social media platforms at Meat Market Podcast and send us a DM. And thank you to our sponsor, Tactical Tax Strategies. If you want to save more this tax season and keep more of your own money in your wallet, you need to go to Tactical Tax Strategies. We'll see you next week at the Meat Market. Oh my God, I just totally got catfished. He looks absolutely nothing like his picture.
So I found out the guy that I've been dating is married with kids. His wife just reached out to me.